Hi guys! Today's video is going to be me finally trying out R.E.M Beauty. I am so excited. I am a massive Ariana Grande fan, and when I found out that she was coming out with a makeup brand, I was super freaking excited. I'm not actually sure if it's R.E.M Beauty or R.E.M Beauty because obviously it has the dots between the letters. I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm most probably gonna be calling it R.E.M Beauty throughout this video because I'm gonna forget to say R.E.M. It's just faster to say R.E.M. So I apologize if I am saying it incorrectly. But anyway, as you all probably know by now, I have been super obsessed with Selena Gomez's makeup line that came out back in 2020, and ever since its launch in Australia in 2021 I have been purchasing every item and absolutely loving them all. So I have been so excited to try Ariana Grande's because I'm hoping it'll be the same. I'm a big fan of both of those women. I think they're amazing musicians, and just they seem like wonderful people as well as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, that's not what this video is about today. It is obviously just about the makeup, not the people. So I bought a few things. There was actually a deal when I bought this that you got an eyeliner for free, which is awesome because eyeliner is one of my favorite makeup products, and I love testing out new eyeliners, even though I'm not the best at winged liner, but I wear it pretty much every day because I love it. I just love how it completes my makeup looks and stuff like that. Even just a natural everyday to work look. I just love having a winged liner, even if it's only a little baby wing. I love them. So when I saw that you got that for free, I was kind of like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's try out R.E.M Beauty. So I actually purchased this before the third chapter released. So these items are just from chapter 1 and chapter 2. I got a couple from both, and I'm pretty freaking excited to try it. I'm not gonna lie. I've looked at them all already, but I haven't tried them out, so this is my first impressions today, and I'm so excited. They are so cute. So let's get into this. Let's look at these products. To start off with, I'm going to jump into blush. I got the Eclipse cheek and lipstick in the shade Chorus Girl, which is this adorable sort of pink color. I will say it did go on not as pigmented as I thought it would when I swatched it, but I can see it is an absolutely stunning color. I don't know if I needed to go in with a harder hand, but I didn't want to waste too much product on the back of my hand as well because I'm I prefer to put it on my face. But don't you just love the little packaging? I love how everything's sort of space, astronaut themed, which is really cute. Let's chuck this on my cheeks. I'm gonna draw it on. Oh yes, look at that. I'm gonna draw it on and then blend it out with a brush, I think. Oh, but look, stunning. I will say as well, it's a little tacky, the formula, I can feel it on the back of my hand, but it feels really nice. It feels kind of it's a lip balm, that sort of texture. So it's it feels nourishing, if that makes sense. It reminds me sort of a lip balm, which makes sense because it's for lip and cheeks, and I've totally gone crazy. I think on my skin, I mean on my hand, to be honest with you, it was quite peachy, but on my skin I feel it looks a bit more peachy than I thought. But anyway, that's probably way too much, so let's stop there. Okay guys, so that is one layer. It's definitely a very natural sort of blush. It's not the most heavy duty pigment I've ever put on my face. It's definitely more of a natural sort of look. I might just try and add a little bit more and blend it on. I might even use my fingers, to be honest with you, because I just feel there's a possibility that my brush took a lot of the product off my face, which I actually think it has done. So I'm gonna add a second layer and just use blend it in with my fingers. But I do like the way it looks. I think it's just one that if you want it to be darker, you're just gonna have to build it up. But anyway, let's try and build it up before I say that. So I'm just gonna chuck it on like so and dab it in with my fingers. Yeah, see, look at that. If you want it to be more pigmented, I would say 100% use your fingers. I'm not sure how it will go with a sponge. I'm just gonna pop into the sponge I used to pop on my foundation today. It's a bit messy, but I'm gonna try on this side with the sponge just to see what it's like. It's still wet as well. I'm trying it on a different surface as well. I used the bottom for my foundation, so I didn't want to put more foundation on top of it. I might just dab that in a bit more. There we go. I actually really like this. It still definitely has more pigment if you've used your fingers, and I feel like it's a bit more dewy as well from blending it with my fingers. Like I feel like I'm just dabbing it away a bit. So I feel like this might be a product that when I use it in the future, I might actually just use my fingers to blend it out rather than using like tools like sponges or brushes, which seem to kind of remove the product a bit. They're not removing my like foundation or my like concealer or anything like that. I actually really like this, guys. It's a very natural sort of product. So it reminds me of, I feel like the way the coverage, I can't remember if I'm remembering correctly. It reminds me of something I've used before and I can't remember what it is. I feel like it's the R.E.M Cosmetics serum blushes. I feel like they have a very similar sort of like coverage like on the skin, but obviously they're completely different because that's like a liquid blush and this is a cream blush. This one is a lot more tacky as well. Like not a lot more tacky, it is a tiny bit tacky. I don't think the serum blushes are tacky from memory, but it's very like natural, youthful, sort of like slight like flush with a decent amount of juice. So it's a very like youthful, like natural, as I said before, looking blush. So if that's the sort of thing you like, I definitely think you'll like this. Like I feel like it looks pretty freaking cute. I like it. I'm not sure if you do, but I like it a lot. So it just depends. I hope my descriptions are helpful because I feel like they're not. Anyway, so I am just gonna pop on some more makeup. I'm just gonna finish off my face and I'll come back to do eyes with you because I don't have any other face products. So I'll be back. Okay guys, so I have just chucked on bronzer, highlighter, powder, and eye primer. Also, I actually wanted to pop this on my lips as well, just because it's a cheek and lipstick. So I'm gonna chuck it on quickly just to show you what it looks like on my lips. I actually really like it. It's a bit lighter than I usually go with my lips, but to be honest with you, I didn't buy it as a lip product. I bought it as a blush because I am obsessed with cream blush at the moment. Like I'm always obsessed, like I love blush so much, but cream blush is like the thing that I am the most obsessed with in makeup right now. So I really wanted to try this product and I actually really like it. I definitely think it's really cute. I'm not sure if this is the color that I'm gonna reach for a ton as a lip gloss, but I feel like maybe some days I will. But like I said before, how it felt like a lip balm, it definitely feels like a lip balm on my lips. Like it's so freaking nice, it's so freaking comfortable, and it feels like slippy, not really tacky at all, and I really like it. And now I am ready to go through the eyeshadow products that I got with you. I didn't get a palette. I really liked all the palettes, but I didn't know which one to pick. And the one that I thought that I would get the most use out of is like the more neutral brown one that came out in the first chapter. And it's something that I sort of have like a lot of. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait until one of the palettes comes out that I'm just like, I need this palette. And then I'll purchase that one later on. And I really wanted to test out their like liquid eyeshadow formula. So I got two different types of eyeshadow. The first one that I got, which is the first one I'm going to use, is the Midnight Shadows liquid eyeshadow in the shade BRB, which is this absolutely freaking stunning rosy sort of pink color, and it is absolutely freaking stunning. I actually feel like I'd really like this as a lipstick too, to be honest with you. Like, I don't have many eyeshadow brushes left, so I'm going to use this sort of like dense in between a flat shader brush and a fluffy shader brush, just because I feel like I can move the product around well. And I'm actually going to start by taking it off the top of my swatch because some of it's still wet. So I'm like, let's take it off because I put it on quite thick rather than waste the product, because I don't want to waste it. It looks really good. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. I can't get over how... Oh, guys, I just like dabbed the tiniest bit off the back of my hand and I've just covered my whole eyelid. Okay, this is crazy. This is so pigmented. And like a little goes a long way. I'm just running that along my lower lash line as well. But oh, look at that. Just like kind of blending out the edges. I actually did read a review or two on some of the R.E.M products before I bought them because I wanted to see which ones like I should get, because I didn't want to spend too much money. I just needed to spend enough to get free shipping and the free product. So I just spent about like exactly what I needed to get those things, and the reviews on this were really good. So that's why I wanted to try this one. I'm gonna see if I can do the other eye with this as well. And I've just blended it a bit more out, like it hasn't made a mess or anything like that on the back of my hand. But it's just a gorgeous, like I can't get over this stunning color. Oops, now I've taken it off my hand. Whoops. Blended too hard, guys. Okay, this might be a bit dry now. Oh, you know what? It's still working. And you know what? This side might actually have the correct amount on it rather than going a little bit too far on the other side. Yeah, this side is currently looking a tiny bit more natural because this side just went a bit nuts on. Just kind of like blending out those edges there. I'm just going to add a little bit more, just like a dot to my swatch, just to kind of hopefully not go too far with this on my other side, just to make it match a little bit more as well. And hopefully not go too far. Okay guys, I freaking love this. It is so pigmented. I love the color. It's just super gorgeous. It blends out so well, especially considering how much I accidentally put on my eyelid. And like, I took it all off my swatch except for a tiny dab that I added. And a tiny dab that I added? I don't know. And it is still like pigmented as heck. And it's just absolutely freaking stunning. So yes. I love it. And I definitely feel like as well, this is sort of something that I would chuck on like every day. Like when I am going to work and stuff like that, I will pop this on just as like one and done sort of eyeshadow kind of thing, just because it's super easy to just like do a tiny dab here and then blend it all over my lids. And it should hopefully last all day. I guess we'll see how well it wears. It's the tiniest bit tacky, like the tiniest bit. Obviously it's not causing me any issues like with my eyes. You know, they're like not sticking or anything like that. And I feel like it looks absolutely adorable. And I love this color so much. So I love that. Okay, the next product that I got is another eyeshadow. It's a different sort of product though. This came out in chapter 2. And I wanted to try a matte liquid shadow and a glitter liquid shadow. And I was going to get the glittery versions of this, but instead I decided I should try something different. So I went for the Midnight Shadows Metallic Gel Eyeshadow in the shade Gifts, which is this absolutely gorgeous gold looking color. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it actually has gold glitters as well as like a pink glitter in it. It's got like a bit of a flip to it. I'm excited to chuck this on my eyes. That is absolutely freaking gorgeous. This texture reminds me so much of like the Colourpop Jelly Much eyeshadows. I'm gonna take a little flat shader brush that's actually quite small, just because I want to be precise with it. Like I don't want to get it all over my lid. Well, in some places I do, but some places I don't. So let's chuck this on. I'm just gonna go and take the tiniest little bit. I'm gonna see how it goes on with a brush as well. I don't appear to be picking up a lot. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Oh, there we go. I've got a little bit there. Oh, look at that. I am starting this from my inner corner as well, if you didn't notice, and I'm just dragging it out across my lid, but just on my lid, not through my crease or anything like that. Oh, am I gonna stop just before the outer corner too? So that is super glittery, but not a ton pigmented. It could just be my lighting, I'm not sure. Like I can see a lot of glitters, but I mean it did kind of blend out on my hand. I'm wondering if that's just because I used a brush though. So what I'm gonna do is take it on my finger a little tiny bit and just kind of dab it on my lid, and then I'm gonna blend it around the areas where I didn't want to go too crazy. I'm gonna see how that goes. Okay, yeah, instantly that's a lot more pigmented. I can tell from using my fingers, like this side compared to this side, massive difference. I think this might be another product that you kind of like best to use a finger for rather than a brush, just because you'll be able to pack it on a lot better. I am so used to putting on eyeshadow, even like powder eyeshadow, if they're like metallic, I almost always use my fingers just because glittery shades are often better. Like they come out more pigmented when you use your fingers, like you can tell. Like look at that. I'm just gonna quickly blend it just around the edges, just so there's not really a line or anything like that, just so it's a bit blended out. I picked this color as well just because I thought it would go well with the pink one, and it was like another thing that I could use like every day if I wanted to, if I felt like wearing a sparkle. Because it's a gold, it's pretty like a neutral sort of shade that you can pop on every day. And I'm not gonna lie guys, I love glitter, I love shimmer, so if I'm using more than one eyeshadow, there's almost always gonna be a shimmery shade involved of some kind, whether it's like a metallic shade or a glitter. Like I'm always gonna be wearing one just because I love it. I love the way it like makes your look. Okay, I think this is what we're going with today for those. I will say as well, I know with the Colourpop Jelly Matte shadows, they recommend you always put the seal on. You want to like make sure that's sealed and then make sure the lid is done up fully, otherwise the product can dry. You gotta take care of your products, guys. Okay guys, and to complete the eye look, I'm going to use the free product that I got, which is the At the Borderline eyeliner marker in the shade Midnight Black, which is a liquid eyeliner. And I am freaking excited to use this because it is so pigmented, and you can see in my swatches, even the tip, just putting the slightest pressure on it, so much product just came out. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be an amazing eyeliner, and I am super freaking excited to try it. Like, I love liquid eyeliner so much, and pens, like texture sort of ones like this, markers, are my favorite kind. I absolutely love the Rare Beauty one, and that one works so well as far as I'm concerned, and it's the main one that I've been using for like the last year now. But it's a brush tip, so it takes me a bit to get used to because they're a bit more flexible, whereas these ones are a bit more firm, I tend to find. So let's see how we go with this, if I can use it. Let's give it a go. That was so easy. Oh my gosh. I've just done like the tightest eyeliner line ever, and it was just like the easiest thing in the world to do. Sorry guys, I keep putting the mirror too high. So it's definitely not the best wing ever, but it was so easy to use. And also when I made tiny little mistakes, it was so easy to fill in like holes that I missed with just the tip of the pen. I am going to do the other eye off camera just cause I can. Anyway, I will be back in a second. Okay guys. I went a bit crazy with this one by accident, and I had to draw this one out and take it out a bit further than I wanted to, so they sort of match. Like I said before, I'm not the best with eyeliner, but I love it. I love doing it. I just love the look. I feel like this is a bit more dramatic than I wanted to go today, but I'm going out for dinner, so it doesn't matter. I will say about this pen, like I feel like it actually works really well, and it looks really, really freaking good. And it actually looks quite matte, I will say. I thought it might have been a bit glossy on my arm, but I feel like that looks so matte on my eyelid. When the light shines on it, it looks like a little bit shiny, but I feel like it's also like super, super matte. So I feel like it's actually more matte, to be honest with you, than shiny. Like, I don't know if it's just the light playing tricks on me. But anyway, I really like it. It was definitely easy to use. I am always someone who needs to practice with every new pen that I get. I cannot just like adapt and do perfect wings every time. And to be honest with you, I can't do perfect wings every time anyway, so this isn't actually horrible for me. But surprisingly, I will say though, I am someone who often uses the side of my pen. Like, I'll trace around my eyelid like that using the side, but because of the thickness here of like this part of the pen, and because the tip isn't very long, I did find it a little difficult to do that. So if you're someone who uses this side of your eyeliner a lot, like to trace around your eye like me, keep that in mind, because it might be like just slightly difficult, and it might take you a little bit to get used to using this. I am 100% going to keep using this. I'm going to see how it wears, if I like it. I'll let you know down below how it wears when I go out for dinner tonight. It is like 5 o'clock already, so I am not going to be wearing it for super long, but I will let you know if it like rubs off or anything like that, or if my eyes water. I don't expect my eyes to be watering, but if they do, I'll let you know if parts flake off or anything like that. So far so good. I really like it. And even with that, like the shorter tip than I'm used to, I will 100% get used to it. It just takes time and practice, and I am 100% going to keep using this. Like, I feel like if this wears well, I'm probably going to reach for this every day. But I will let you know any updates. I'm just going to quickly finish off the rest of my makeup, and I will come back to do the final product, which is a lipstick. So exciting. Okay guys, makeup is all finished. Now I'm going to go through the last product. I'm super excited. It is the On Your Collar matte lipstick in the shade Bubbly, which is this absolutely freaking adorable rosy pink that I am obsessed with. It comes in this super cute like little astronaut packaging with the little viewfinder thingy at the top, which I just think is the cutest thing in the world. I think that's really cool as well. So if you like sit them in like a little lipstick holder and you have like all different shades, you can see which color you're getting, which is cool. I've never really thought about that. But anyway, I guess that's how you can tell like the different shades if you have a collection of them without having to open them. But I think this is absolutely stunning. I feel like it's right up my alley, so I'm gonna chuck it on. Okay guys, I freaking love this. I love this color. I feel like it's like almost my perfect like Your Lips But Better shade. It might be slightly like pinker than I usually go for, but I freaking love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It came on really fast as well, like it's very pigmented product, I think, and like you can kind of tell that from my hand swatch. I also think it feels like nice and comfortable and creamy, which I really like. Like I think it looks gorgeous. It's definitely very matte like though, I will say, like as much as it feels creamy and comfortable, it looks very matte, which I actually quite like matte lip products, so I'm not hating on this, guys. Cool. Oh my gosh. I feel like it looks so good. I actually like have honestly loved all of the products that I've used today. I think they're all gorgeous. They all worked so well and I'm excited to keep using them. I honestly have like nothing really negative to say about any of these products. I have loved them all. Like I said before, I'm gonna let you know down below how this wears because I'm hoping it's a long-lasting eyeliner. And it does say, like it is, I'm pretty sure, waterproof, so I swear it says waterproof somewhere. It says long wearing, out of this world eyeliner marker that stands the test of time, waterproof, smudge proof and life proof. So I hope it does what it says, and I'll be sure to let you know down below if it doesn't last for like the next 5 to 6 to 7 maybe hours, because that's how long I'll be wearing it tonight. But anyway guys, that brings me to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about anything that I did or any of the products, let me know and I will get back to you as soon as possible, and hopefully I will see you soon. It's just a lot more of a like, whoops, I've got fluff in it somehow. In front of my like view screen, viewfinder, view screen. Waterproof,